back. Hopefully we got it together.
Yes.
We're back. So the topic that we were talking about was, what was the topic again?
The sex
It
drive or
says,
something like that.
is a woman's sex drive based on how you treat her, how men treat her.
Hmm.
And like I said, I agree to disagree, because my whole thing is that, women or men, I think should be hold on, I'm trying to go live on Facebook again to let them know we
Okay.
back. So yeah, I think that it's a overall thing, right? You have to be, in order for you to have that connection, I think it should be physically, emotionally, and mentally. Like if you're with somebody and they're stimulating you in all those ways, then of course you're gonna have, a high sex drive for them. But like I was saying, that a lot of people, do have high sex drives, and
Hmm.
that makes a difference for them, because you can have a high sex drive, and that means that you're a person that love to have sex, and the person can be treating you like crap, but you still gonna have sex with them because you have your
Hmm.
own high sex drive. So
Yeah.
it to me, at one point, you don't, because I know people that sex is everything to them. To
Hmm.
me, it's not everything, because if you can't stimulate me mentally, emotionally, if I need you and you can't do anything to help me, then why do I need you for sex? I can just go have sex with anybody.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So yeah, because I mean, like I said, sex is, it's an important factor in a relationship, but it's not the most important factor. You have to have somebody that you can be on the same level with, like mentally, like, how we gonna make this money? We gonna make this
Hmm.
money together.
Hmm.
How we going to live, like who's going to pay the bills. It's a lot to play in a relationship, to me, and sex shouldn't be based around that. But like I said, there are people that all they think about is sex, and sex is the most important thing, and as long as they're getting good sex from a man or female or whoever they like, that's good enough for them. But that's not good enough for me. I need more. If we're going to be in a relationship, I need to know that if I'm down, you there to pick me up. And that's just not with money, it's just with anything, like
Emotional and
mentally,
all that.
like
Yeah.
emotionally. So I think that that all plays a part in the whole thing. So I don't think, and then I think that, and on the flip side to that, I think that if you're attracted to that man and that man is doing everything physically, emotionally, and all of that stuff to you, then when you do have sex with that person, it's based on passion, it's based on love, it's
Hmm.
based on respect. You respect them enough to give them your body because they're doing all those things for you,
And
not just,
trust.
you
Yeah.
just take me out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? And just because you take me out to dinner, oh, now we gonna go have sex. Nah, that's not how it works. Or
Hmm.
just because you got a big penis or your vagina is juicy, that means, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes it that and some people base relationships on that. Like,
Hmm.
because that penis is big, oh, I want that penis or whatever, that makes it good for the person next week to treat you like you're a piece of trash
Hmm.
just for some good sex. It makes no sense.
I guess it
You know what I'm
depends on
saying?
the individual. Like you
Yeah,
said,
definitely that.
they could be treated like crap and still be sexually interested in that person because sex is really, really all they want, pretty much. So I guess it depends on because some people could have still don't have sex at all. He would stay with someone not on them just because they love them. You know what I mean? I think it's all a mind too.
Yeah, like Wiz did say, it's mental, and
Hmm.
I agree that it plays, the mental plays a whole part in it, and that's when I'm saying, when somebody uh treats you well mentally, physically and emotionally, then you are going to be prone to, being a little bit more faithful to them. But I'm not going to be faithful to you just because you have good dick. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring more to the table than just that. That's not how I base any type of relationship. Yes, that's the bonus. To me, that's the bonus part of it. Like if you get somebody that not only are they treating you well physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and then they got the good, then that's a bonus.
Mhm.
That's what you don't base everything on just having good sex, because like I said, you can get good sex, and if you know what you're doing, you can give good sex to yourself.
Yeah.
But you
Things on your
just got to know
priorities
what
in
you're
the
doing.
relationship. To
What did I what did you say? I can't hear you.
priorities.
I don't know what's going on with your
You hear me?
audio and your shit today. Maybe you should probably take those headphones out,
I did. I
because
just did.
that could be the problem. Oh, because yeah, you're still breaking up. Yeah. So yeah, Wiz, I don't know if Wiz is still there, but he can chime in. I was trying to get him on this live with us so we can have a three-way discussion about these topics. But yeah, so for you women out there, anybody want to chime in, y'all can chime in. We here for it. Yeah, I just feel like, sometimes you can't just base your whole being on just, having sex with somebody. It's more to life than that, to me. you know no, of course everybody wants some good, but what about after that? What about that? What happens after you finish having sex? Now y'all both laying there, and who's going to get up and get the water, and who's going to get up and make the sandwich, or who's going to get up and get something to eat? What happens when that person leave? Because sex, that feeling, they say after a day or two you stop thinking about it.
Thinking
So
about
I
what?
mean, I don't know. Thinking about that sex, like you had good sex with somebody today, in two
Hmm.
days you still gonna be thinking about that. The way
Yeah.
life is, I mean, well, the way life is, you got 1,000 other things going on, so you still focus, you still drooling over that good sex from 2 days ago. So there's nothing else, and then that means that's all you focused on is sex. What about the next thing? Like,
The
What
next
what
time
what
we have
happens with the next
sex.
thing? That's what you're thinking about too? Oh, that shit was so good. When's the next
What
time we
about
gonna
tonight?
have
Yeah,
sex?
well, are we gonna do it tonight? Yeah. That's
Oh,
why I
I don't
said
know.
it. That's why I said it depends on your priorities in a relationship.
Yeah, but that okay, well, and like you also said that everybody is different. So I agree to
Hmm.
disagree with you.
Hmm.
And that's just, let's be clear,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
right.
But
Let me get a shout
we
out
have to
to.
agree to disagree. Like, go ahead, give your shout
I'm sorry.
outs.
The CTV family, DJ J Star, and DJ E Boogie is in the building.
What up, E Boogie? I be checking E Boogie out. E Boogie be on fire some nights, yo. I'd be like, okay,
Right?
okay. Can't wait to June 8th. I did let everybody know about June 8th.
Good. Okay.
And I also told them we'll talk off air, so I can let you know what to do with as far as the flyer is concerned. Uh we try to do something different every year, even though we didn't do anything last year for breast cancer. But this year what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bus
Hmm.
ride. We're gonna go
Okay.
to the Nordic Lodge, um, go to the Nordic Lodge, Foxwood, and the day of shopping. That the tentative date is October 5th. So I think
Okay.
that's the date that I'm gonna go with, but we can talk off the air. So, and
Okay.
we definitely gonna have a payment plan for everybody.
Mhm.
And most of the proceeds most of the proceeds, not all of it, because we do got to pay for a bus, and we got to pay. You got to pay for your like that. So most of the proceeds will be going towards breast cancer awareness. So just be aware of that. Yeah. So that's the, like I said, the tentative date is October 5th. We are requiring people, if we're gonna have somebody that make t-shirts, but unfortunately we can't pay for everybody's t-shirts. But if you guys want to buy a special t-shirt, you can buy one on your own, but make sure that everybody wears something pink in remembrance of breast cancer. So that's what we're working on right now. And Nick, you froze again.
Probably.
I can hear you, yes, but you look like you stuck in a mode.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
what,
it said
let
connection
me
lost.
find this
Yeah.
this I'm trying to find this next. I'm sorry, y'all. We are way off today. I don't know what's going on with Nikki and her connection, but hopefully she'll get it together, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, you there?
Hello. I'm here.
Yo, I'm almost over you. I'm almost over you today, for real, for real. That's why you should have brought your ass over here. You couldn't.
Oh boy. No, I have
I
so
don't
much
know
to do.
what's going on. Yeah, well, then we should have probably canceled the show today. But anyway, we're gonna move right along because I can't hear you. You breaking up. You got a whole lot of shit going on over there, boo.
I do.
I don't think it's funny. I think you crazy. So anyway, yeah. So that's we're definitely gonna do that, huh? I don't know. I don't know what the hell you saying. I'm just gonna keep moving forward. Cause you I don't know what's going on with you. So the next topic that we're gonna get into is I don't even know if I should invite you back in here, girl. I don't even want to invite you back in because I don't know what you got going on over there, but you need to fix it. You need to fix it, okay?
What's the next
And
topic?
then you over there laughing and shit like it's funny. This ain't funny. This is serious. We trying to talk serious business here. What do you want? What do you want? What? I don't know why I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're doing, but this is not working today. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till she get a better connection so that we can do this as a team. Um, because I don't know what she got going on. She done came out and left and went back. So what we're gonna do is um yeah, whatever her connection is not allowing her to stay. So I'm gonna do this last. I'm gonna do this last. I'm gonna do this last topic, and then we're gonna get out of here because I can go and do a few things around the house. So let me see if she can. Let me bring her in on Facebook, and then excuse me. Excuse me, people out there in lovely Wonderland. Let me go put her on here and see how that works. And then we can move from there. Oh, yeah. Because I don't know where this broad is and sounding like she's underwater. All right, so I'm going to go live on Facebook and put her in. So join a live, Nick, on Let's Be Clear so I can just put you in. Let me see you watching, and then I'll put you in here. Just like a child. Hello? I feel like I should just leave you out of it because you still. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just gonna be in the chat room. That's it. Yeah, well, I guess everybody can hear you. So I said what I was gonna do was do the last topic, and then we can just close out because I can go do some other things until you get a better reception. Okay, so I'll just talk to you in the chat, not in the I'm not live. I'm gonna go out. You gonna go out here too on Facebook? I can see you here. I can hear you better. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Oh well, I did for a minute, and now you're going blurry again. So the next topic that we was gonna do. You're gonna talk to me where? Here. Okay. So anyway, the next topic that we were gonna get into was damn, what the hell? Hold on a minute, y'all, cause Nikki got me stuck now because she got me stuck because she ain't right. She ain't together today. Okay, so says a female asked a man about his money. So he asked her about her body count. So the question is, should anybody ask? All right, so my thing is this, and like I've been saying this for a little while now, that I can't be bought, so you can't buy me. So my thing is this, that anybody's money is their own money. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Unless you're gonna clip your bank account and take all the money out of your bank account and put it into my bank account, then your money is your money. You can buy whatever you want. You want to buy me something, you can buy me something. You want to give me money, you want to cash at me, you want to Zelle me, that's fine. But your money is your money, and that's not going to buy. You can't buy me with your money. So if a man asks if a woman asks a man about his money, his finances, then why? I mean, okay, let's back it up a little bit, because if you're married, then your money is my money, our money is our money together, and you should also have your own money. But why would a man ask a woman Why would a woman ask a man about, if we're just dating, or we're in the dating stage of the game? Why should a woman be asking a man about his finances anyway? Unless we're in a relationship, or we're married, or a committed relationship, then his money should not be your business, as long as he's not asking you for your money. And then, if in return I ask you about your finances, and then you ask me about my body count, what does that have to do with anything? Because your body count has nothing to do with what, like, were you trying to buy some of those people I bodied, or what? What's going on? Why are you asking me about my body count? That shouldn't be important. That's what I think. So if a woman asks a man about his finances, should he be able to ask her about her body count? No, he shouldn't, because either way, that has nothing to do. If she is, why is she asking about his finances? That's number one. And number two, what is it? Is it any of her business? If he don't have enough money, are you going to give him some of your money, or what? What's going on with that? Because to me, one thing has nothing to do with the other. That's number one. So I'm trying to figure out what we doing here. Like, what we doing, Nick? Why we asking questions like that? Like, why we asking about a body count just because I'm referring to what your finances is? Shouldn't be the same thing. Like, if you ask me, well, how much money you got in the bank? Well, how much money you got in the bank? Because if you don't got your own money, then we ain't got no money together. That's how that story's gonna go. And as far as a body count, if a girl, most men, I'm not saying all men, so don't scrutinize me for this, but most men to me have more body counts than women, because you have some women started out later than others, and then you have some women that are not all that sexually active. So of course men start before women, and most of the men got, I don't know, they to me personally, I think some men have more body counts than women. So Nikki is saying maybe he should be concerned about how much money she has. Absolutely. That's what I don't think the question warrants each other. Like, if she asks about, how much money he got, then he should be concerned about how much money she has, and not her body count, because is that going to determine whether you stay with her or not? Because like I said in the previous statements before, that everybody has a past. And if you're going to be with somebody and you can't get past their past, then y'all probably should not be together. And if a woman tells a man, well, if she's 50 years old and she had 25 men that she slept with, is that too many? Is it too many for him, or is it too many for her? And if a woman is dating a man that's 50 years old and his body count is around 50, should that matter? Or what should matter is what we're going to do moving forward. Nikki says, what if he found out she's a stripper or a porn star? Well, if she's a stripper or a porn star, does that mean, well, the porn star, it's, in order to be a porn star, we all know what you got to do. But just because you're a stripper doesn't mean that you had sex with everybody that you was with. Wiz said the ladies divide their sex count. I don't think so. I don't think that's a true statement. Um, nah, that's not a true statement, Wiz, because women have, me personally, I think that men have a higher body count than women, and if they're not going to use that accurate count, then that means they're deceiving themselves. They're not deceiving others. And or used to be what, a porn star or a stripper? I don't know. What are you saying, Nick? Because strippers don't not all strippers have body counts, but the porn star has to sleep with men in order to make the movies. So that's what they're doing. They're actually having sex on camera. So she's gonna have a higher body count than what if he found out she was passed around in the projects back in the days and how she changed. Well, that's something different. Like she's still like, I mean, what does that have to do with her asking about his finances and he asking about, I mean, about her body count? Should that be a discussion that they probably had, or and it all depends. Why are we having this discussion? Are we in a relationship where you need to know all of this business, and then that's not a need to know thing anyway. Just because we're in a relationship, do you really need to know how many guys I slept with? Is that going to, or are you going to pass judgment on me behind that? Because if that's the case, I can pass judgment on you about how many people you slept with. So I don't even think that that should be up for discussion. Not even if you're in a relationship. What I think that, people should go in relationships thinking that what was the past is the past. Let's get past that and move on. You know, even like I said, even as far as somebody's money, that's their money. You can't spend their money for them because they're going to spend the money the way they want to. And when you're in a relationship with somebody, whether you had 10 or 20 sex partners, body counts, or whatever y'all calling them, that still shouldn't have anything to do with the relationship that we're having right now. Because the past is the past. Let's get past that and move on. Because if we keep looking back on and like I was saying, if a girl says she had, if you go to your man and y'all having this conversation and you tell him that you had 25 dudes that you slept with, he's going to look at you differently because men are very judgmental. I think when it comes to that, that statement, how many body counts you have, because they're very judgmental because they don't want to think of their woman with all that many men. But here's the thing, but I'm not with them anymore. I'm with you. So why does that make a difference? It shouldn't make a difference. But unfortunately, for some men, it'll be very judgmental and they'll start judging you based on how many men that you slept with. Damn, you had 25 men. Damn, you a hoe. I ain't know you was a hoe. I thought back in your days, but that was back in the days. Even if I was a thought or a hoe, that was then. This is now. What does that have to do with now? What does any of that have to do with now? And that's just my take on it is that that shouldn't be important to you, you know because you're gonna be walking down the street one day and we might run into somebody that I might have been into a relationship was, whether it was a real relationship or just a sexual relationship. And then that vice versa. We might be walking by. I don't expect you to say, oh, every time, oh, I had sex with her, oh, I had sex with him. That's nobody's business. That's your business of your past. And let's just leave it like that. You know? So that's my take on it. Wiz said women divide their count. I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, who are you fooling? If I had sex with 50 men and I only tell you I had sex with 10, who am I fooling? Because one way or another, you never know the truth. I could tell you I had sex with 100 men, or I can tell you I only had sex with one. Are you going to believe that? You're going to believe what you want to believe anyway. So it doesn't matter how many I had or how many I didn't have. So, but based on that, I don't think some things should just be left alone, and people need to realize that, just because you had a past, that it should be, he can lie about absolutely, he can lie about how many, unless he's going to give you access to his bank account. He might tell you he got $5 million in the bank, knowing well he only got 500,000. Does that make a difference? That's still his money. Just like how many men you slept with, that's still your coochie. So it doesn't make a difference. So that, there you go with that statement right there. A man should not ask a woman shouldn't ask a man about his finances, and a man should not ask a woman about how many. And I don't think that warrants the same thing. So if you asking a man how many women he been with, and he tell you 10 when he know it was maybe 1,000, then who are you gonna believe? Him or you can only go by what somebody says, and that's that. So Nikki messed up our whole live today with her shenanigans, with her bad signal on her Wi-Fi. But we gonna still push through it. If anybody else got anything that they want to talk about, we can talk about that before we end this live, because I'm gonna go and wait for her to get her reception back together, and then we can give you a full show. And that's it. Other than that, just make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna try to do this again next week. If it doesn't happen next week, it'll be the week after. Whenever. Well, we trying to be consistent with this, and yeah, we can also. Nikki said we can also do it one night during the week. So if you guys are up for it, we can do that too. But just remember to get your tickets for the Kings and Queens sneaker ball coming at y'all at on June 8th here in the city. And also look out for the flyer for the Nordic Lodge bus trip in cahoots with breast cancer awareness in October. Flyer coming out shortly. I guess that's it, because there anything else that I wanted to. I'm not talking to her on Facebook. We need to be face to face or side by side. So we're gonna do this. Let's do a makeup show one day this week. Let's try for Wednesday, Nikki. You think Wednesday is a good one? I'm waiting for her to respond. Wednesday. What about Wednesday? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back probably one day this week. If it's not Wednesday, it'll be one day this week, and we're gonna try to get at y'all. Let's try 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. or something like that, or 7 or 8. It doesn't matter, anything. Anytime is good with me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this live, and we're gonna come back at y'all. So I'm gonna say thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but we will be back the Wednesday, 9 p.m. She's talking about 9 p.m. when I'm usually asleep at 9 o'clock, but we'll make it happen. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We will be back with y'all on Wednesday, 9 o'clock, live. Same bat channel, different bat time.